Rin defeats all enemies instantly before Kyuka even arrives. Rin says, "You're late. It's already over." Yuki is shocked by her power and understands why she is the supreme commander. They call her the Lord of the Cosmos. Rin approaches Yuki and asks if Kyuka treats him well. Kyuka presses Yuki between her chest and says yes. Rin asks if that's enough, then takes Yuki's hand herself, clearly displeasing Kyuka. Episode 2. The episode begins with the appearance of the Supreme Commander, yes, Rin. We see her talking directly to Yuki. She asks him to stretch his hand out in front of him, and Yuki does exactly that. Rin gently takes his hand into hers and says that it's exactly how she imagined it, just like a dog. Yuki then says that he doesn't really understand why, but whenever he looks at her, he feels like he's seeing his sister in her. However, he quickly realizes that this isn't actually the case. After all, she is the supreme commander of the Mato Defense Force. The scene then changes. Rin tells Yuki that she's about to leave and instructs everyone to stay there and keep watch. She explains that a recovery squad will arrive soon to check on everyone. After saying this, Rin leaves the area. Soon after, they notice the pitch. Yuki points out that pitches are usually found only inside Mato. The response confirms this, making it clear that the humans present here likely came all the way from Japan just for this pitch. The scene shifts once again, and we now see Kyuka and Yuki standing in front of an elderly woman with a young girl beside her. The little girl thanks Kyuka for giving her a ride. Kyuka responds casually, saying it was no trouble at all since it was already along their patrol route. After some conversation, Yuki mentions that the meeting ended much sooner than he expected, which saved them a lot of time. Kyuka agrees with him. Once their conversation wraps up, they head back toward their squad and return to their dorm. Another scene shift takes place, showing Yuki and Kyuka riding together in a vehicle. They begin talking about the elderly woman, Mayuga. Kyuka explains that Mayuga is also a commander and is responsible for training children who may become commanders in the future. She then reveals that Mayuga is planning to retire soon. Yuki responds with surprise, and Kyuka confirms it. She then asks him which commander stood out to him the most during the meeting, basically, who caught his attention. Yuki replies honestly, saying there wasn't anyone in particular, and that if he had to choose, he liked Kyuka the most. He continues praising her, and Kyuka is clearly pleased by his words. It reassures her that Yuki is firmly on her side. The scene then transitions to a hot spring bath. This part can't be shown at all. If I even try, YouTube will completely destroy my channel. So if you're curious about what happens here, you'll have to watch the episode yourself. After that, the scene changes again. Yuki is seen washing dishes after cooking. Nene approaches him and asks if she can help, pointing out that he looks really tired. Yuki says he's fine and can handle it on his own, but Nene insists, saying his exhaustion is obvious. She starts helping him. Yuki appreciates it and thanks her. Nene simply says it's no problem. Next, we see Yuki sleeping deeply in his bed. He mutters that today was an incredibly busy day. Meanwhile, on the other side, Shushu is clearly plotting something mischievous. She plans to sneak into Yuki's room to mess with him. She shrinks her body, quietly leaves her room, carefully makes her way to Yuki's room, and remains in her tiny form. Suddenly, she notices that someone else is already there. Out of nowhere, a strange woman appears right next to Yuki and says that he's finally coming with her. Just as she's about to attack him, Shushu returns to her normal size and delivers a powerful kick. The woman glares at her angrily and demands to know what she's doing there. Shushu yells back, telling her to stay away from Yuki and questioning how she dared to touch him. The woman responds coldly, pointing out that Shushu isn't even a commander and still had the nerve to attack her. As the woman prepares to strike back, she's suddenly hit by another attack. Another commander appears, clearly siding with Shushu, and a fight is about to break out. Shushu asks why the woman came here and what she was planning to do with Yuki. The woman casually responds that they all came here for Yuki anyway, so why not settle things in a different way? At that moment, Yuki starts to wake up. The woman literally sits on his face and declares that they'll see who manages to seduce him first, and whoever succeeds will be the winner. She immediately starts seducing him, and at the same time, the other commander joins in. Shushu struggles to control herself, saying she can't take it anymore. Suddenly, she begins to feel strange. Something feels wrong, like she's trapped inside an illusion, and her legs feel incredibly heavy. That's when the truth is revealed. Everything we saw up to this point was an illusion created by the mysterious woman. In reality, she is one of the 8 thunder gods. She explains that her spell has already been cast successfully, and both of them are hypnotized. She carefully waits for the perfect moment, planning to kill them once they get close enough. As she transforms her hand into a sharp weapon and moves in to attack, the yellow-haired commander strikes her with full force. As she dodges, Shushu lands a powerful punch that sends her flying far away. Angrily, the woman declares that she's been attacked twice and won't forget it. She warns them to remember this the next time they meet, and then disappears. The yellow-haired commander rushes to Yuki and asks if he's okay. Confused, Yuki asks what just happened. She explains that one of the 8 thunder gods attacked him. She also tells him that Shushu arrived earlier and saved his life. Hearing this, Shushu becomes extremely happy and proudly claims all the credit, saying Yuki can thank her if he wants. In her mind, she thinks that even though she didn't get her chance with Yuki this time, another opportunity will definitely come. The scene then shifts and the plan changes. Everyone decides to sleep together so Yuki can be kept under watch until the dorm's barrier is fully repaired. Elsewhere, we see Rin watching Yuki from a distance. She wonders why one of the 8 thunder gods targeted him and questions whether they've also set their sights on Yuki. She then thinks that if everyone else is making their move, maybe she should too. The scene returns to Yuki. Shushu shrinks again, planning to sneak into his blanket. But before she can do anything, Himari suddenly wakes up in her sleep. Hearing Shushu's voice, she instinctively attacks. Himari keeps attacking relentlessly. Shushu desperately tries to stop her, shouting that she's gone crazy, but Himari doesn't listen. Eventually, Himari lands a strong kick that sends Shushu flying into the gate, forcing her back into her full-size form. At that moment, Hyuka arrives and announces that her duty shift is over. She orders Shushu to take over guard duty, and the shift officially changes. Yuki then wakes up and notices Nei sleeping beside him. He tries to wake her, but she's crying in her sleep, dreaming about her parents who disappeared in Mado and never returned. Remembering what she's been through, Yuki gently pats her head to comfort her. The next day, Yuki and Nei go out on patrol together. It's revealed that due to Kyuka's ability, Yuki can technically be used by anyone, and this rumor begins spreading. Rin soon arrives, already aware of the situation. She asks to take Yuki for a ride, but Kyuka immediately refuses, firmly stating that Yuki is her slave. Clearly displeased, Rin leaves. After she's gone, Kyuka tightly hugs Yuki and scolds him, saying this whole situation is his fault. She reminds him that she warned him not to look into Ren's eyes. She presses him down and explains that Rin wants to turn him into her pet. Yuki apologizes sincerely, and Kyuka finally lets him go. She then explains that Ren is a dog lover and treated her previous slaves very badly. Hearing this, Yuki starts overthinking what might happen if he ever ends up with her. The scene shifts once more. Yuki prepares to cook and realizes he has to make food for 10 people because squads 5, 6, and 7 are holding a joint training session. The 5th squad arrives, led by Commander Izumo, along with Saki and Itsuki. Izumo playfully teases Kyuka and Ten before noticing Yuki. She mentions hearing about Yuki's special ride ability. Kyuka immediately shuts the conversation down and sends Yuki inside to focus on cooking. Yuki heads inside while the commanders begin their training outside, and the episode ends here. So comment below and let me know how you felt about the episode and this explanation. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll meet again in the next video with another brand new explanation.